Hi guys, welcome to another vlog today. I remain your host, Afolake Akerele. So today is going to be interesting. We have an interesting topic to talk about. I'm with my friend again, Favor. Welcome again to our
Thank you,
channel.
thank you, thank you for having me.
So today's vlog is about money. So I remember we had a discussion sometimes ago. You said money is not wealth.
Yeah.
So that got me thinking. I'm like, I have to bring you to this channel. Like, you need to explain. What do you mean by money is not wealth?
Everyone, good to be back here yet again. So I know a lot of people will be like, how much does this person have? Why do you feel he's the person, he's the right person to talk about money and stuff and all those things? But I will say one thing: money is it's an individual race, you get. And while we are still on the race, we haven't gotten to our destination. I'll just be sharing with you some of the lessons I've learned, like so far. I told you money isn't wealth, and that's because the term money is a medium of exchange. Do you get? Money came as a medium of exchange. And money, as we know it now, is different from what we used to know. You get? So, money, medium of exchange. That's my own understanding of money. Then, what is wealth? Wealth to me is the ability to get whatsoever you need done. You get? That's my understanding. So, when I say to get whatsoever you need done, I mean when someone is sick, you are able to get this person well, you have wealth. And that's why you hear people say, that's why you will see a lot of preachers that run maybe like healing ministry get rich easily. You can easily make wealth from exchanging something that money cannot necessarily buy for money. Do you get? So that was what made me. That was my line of thought when I said money isn't wealth. So over the years, we've had different kind of money. We've had the gold medium of exchange. Later, it was converted to the coin. Later, then the paper money that we have currently. Money, as we know it now, is the confidence that citizens of the nation have with a particular material that is now set aside as a medium of exchange. So in Nigeria, we have the Naira note. We have confidence in the central bank. We have confidence in the government of Nigeria that this can stand as a medium of exchange. So it's money. You get. So that was just my thoughts process.
Okay, so I know some people will still be confused. So we'll ask Favor more questions. So, how do you make money? Or how can we make money?
Okay, so basically, um, money is a medium of exchange. So you need something you can actually exchange, something of value that you can actually exchange to get money. So, for instance, you that you are a YouTuber, you exchange entertainment, knowledge, information, and then YouTube would sell that to your audience and pay you. Okay. You can exchange your skill. You can exchange your skill. You can exchange a service to make money.
Wow. So, how can we multiply our money?
Okay. So I love to picture money as, they used to say, I think it was the book of Proverbs that said, money is a bird. Like it's used birds to describe money, in the sense that you can attract it, and if you are not careful, it can fly away. Okay. It's very easy to lose money, and kind of easy to make money if you know all the right things to do. You get so one of the ways you can make money is by offering a service. You offer a service, and when you have money, just like a bird can reproduce, you need your money to be able to reproduce for you. That's where investment comes into play.
Okay, so that's where we multiply.
Yeah,
our
you now
money,
have
right?
your money. You now have your money do stuff for you.
Is there a my question is that okay, you want to talk about multiplying your money. Do you need to have a particular money or amount of money
So yeah,
for you to start saying? Because I remember when I was in a church, they were talking about saving. Now I was like, saving, how much do I have? I was even barely surviving. The money was so small. But the woman that was sitting next to me was like, no matter how small it is, because it was not sounding reasonable that even if it's as small as 500 naira, that I should set it aside. But later I implemented it. I saw that at least it makes sense. But for some people to be hard, they'll say you don't understand. Things are hard. Where did I like at what point do you feel that you should start saving or multiply your
okay.
your
So
wealth?
this is me speaking as someone that was not born with a silver spoon. You get so I've been down, like very down, that's very low, that you don't necessarily even have money. Do you get to get all your needs? The truth about this is that you have to start from somewhere. If you look at the banking system, the way the banks work, the bank charge you. You don't ask why they charge you. Sometimes as low as 5 naira, they charge you 10 naira. You are looking at it that it's going to take time. Yes, it's going to take time, but it's little drop of water that makes the ocean. You get so you start from that 5 naira that you have, you save, you start, you have 5,000, you have 10,000. For some investment that I know, you can invest as low as some 10,000 naira.
Before you talk about, I'm not still satisfied.
Okay.
Like at what point, you want to know at what point is it advisable? Like was it a good decision I made? I was not having a lot of money to sustain me like that, but I was saving, but I was still borrowing. So I'm now thinking that was there a part that should I have waited to get a particular certain of money
Okay.
before now doing the savings?
So for that, I will need to understand clearly. When you were saving, were you saving just savings, or did your saving have interest on it? That's one.
Okay. No, I didn't really know much
so,
like that.
So that's one. You have to first know, was your saving an interest? Did you have interest on your saving? So if you have interest on your savings, sometimes it's okay to borrow. You get, you can borrow from a low interest, or from even someone from friends.
Yes,
you can borrow from friends that will not charge you any interest.
Even if I did not save, I will still borrow. That was the situation there.
Okay, so it's still the same. But then, if you've read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, they will always tell you, even when you borrow, you make sure you pay yourself first. Like when you do stuff, you need to pay yourself first, because in terms of priority, it's life. So if you've not eaten, if you've not eaten and you're really hungry, there's no way you will be productive. And if you're not productive, there's no way you will get the money. So you will not, and if you don't get the money, there's no way you will pay the person you're owing. So you need that strength to convert to productivity to be able to get the profit.
So what you're saying is that no matter how small your income is, you should set aside a particular amount to save, no matter what.
You have
But we
to.
should just be wise in the saving
Yes.
to add something, no matter
Yeah.
how little it is. Okay,
So
that was the
while I would not endorse borrowing, like, just because it's a very broad term. When you just say borrow, we will now say, okay, what are you using the money for? Why are you borrowing? Are you borrowing to eat? Are you borrowing to start a business? Or there are a whole lot of dynamics that come into why are you borrowing. But you need to save, because sometimes what you will need for a change of level is something small. You might, what you might need to change your level might even be 5K, and you need it now. If you don't have it saved, sometimes you might find it difficult to get that 5K now from anybody in your circle. You get, so it's just a safe place. It's a safe place to always have something kept aside. You get, and I don't know if for people that have saved, you will notice if you have money saved and you borrow, you are not scared,
yeah.
because you know that if
There's this
worse comes to
assurance
worse,
that
I will
there's
have
a
this money to
fallback,
pay.
something you
You
can
get,
fall
I can
back
always
on.
pay this money. You get, so you're not scared. You will not be running from Lapo and Pampi and Upi.
And
So that's
so
just it.
you know this saving issue. Most people, I'm just trying to divert a little. Most people, you can't explain to them that you are saving if you are not really giving to them. Like then I used to feel guilty. Like, is it that I don't know, there are sometimes it's so little that even when you save the remaining one, you just have to manage it. So some people just target this lady is stingy. Do you need
Stingy.
to explain to them, or do you need to set aside the ones you'll be using as free gifts
So
to give
so
people?
I'm
The
laughing
truth
because
is reality.
yes, people will at
Mm.
some point in life call you stingy.
Mm.
But the question you will ask yourself is, where I and a colleague of mine were having a discussion on someone like C. Ronaldo earns almost is it $200 million, I something around that figure,
Mm-hmm.
I think, in a year or per week or something like that. So he
Earn
earns
a lot.
a whole lot of money, and we're like, why doesn't he just take maybe like 50 million and just give dash it out? They come to like Africa and just dash it out like that. So there will always be people that will have that kind of mindset, but sometimes giving does not even help the person you are giving. How much can you possibly give someone as you are right now that will really change the person's life? So, more than just giving to appease your own guilt, it's better to give in terms with the will of God. So you are really led that, oh, you should assist this person, because sometimes you give out of, I don't want to feel guilty.
Mean that this person know
You
me a
get
lot.
you get. And now I'm not saying you should not give people. There are for instance, I what may I do is every month I have how much I will give out. Immediately income is coming in, is automated, it's locked. A certain amount is locked. So if you even ask me, I cannot even give. Only that part that is unlocked is now the one for upkeep for that month. Again, it's for upkeep. Then the one I will give to family. Then the one for charity. You get, now, out of the one for my upkeep, something might come up. A friend might need something. I might give my friend from that money. That one is now sacrifice. You're sacrificing for your friend. You get, because technically it's not like you're even having enough to do. You get, it's you discipline yourself to reduce your standard of living to fit your budget. Again, what the mistake a whole lot of people do is you live above budget, or you even live, you change your standard of living according to the money you earn.
Which
You get,
is not supposed
it's
to
not
be.
supposed to be. It's not supposed to be. You have to be intentional in the way you tweak your standard of living. So because you are working in a company, they are paying you 100,000 naira,
Mm-hmm.
you are living a certain way. The day you just get a job and now they are paying you 300,000 naira, you are now buying very expensive clothing, you are now going to parties
For your
and all those
level,
things.
there will be some additional increase. What you were not able to, I
Yes, no,
feel,
so
Abi,
yes,
what you
so
were not
you
able
tweak
to
it. That's why I
avoid
said
when you were having
yeah. So that's why I
100K.
said you tweak it.
Okay.
And when I say you tweak it, is that definitely 100K cannot satisfy your needs. You get that the period where you are earning 100,000 naira,
Mm-hmm.
there are some things you actually needed that you sacrifice. You are not getting them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when
Right.
you have a salary increase,
Mm-hmm.
you will still sacrifice some of those needs, but now you cover some now. You have
Yeah.
some extra.
I wanted you to balance
You
it.
cover some.
Okay.
So it's not that you just go over and beyond, and you cover them in terms of priority. So for me, I look at things that will either bring more income. So if I'm into tech, so maybe gadgets, maybe there was a gadget I was looking at, or maybe one of my gadgets is getting worn out. I'll replace those because those are the things that I'll use to work to get more money. Then any other thing that saves time, you get something that saves time. It can be for people that are earning quite a lot. It can be a car. It can be a car. Maybe your work needs you to be in different places at the same time and stuff like that, and you have the money saved up, you can afford to get a car. You get a car because it pays that time. You get it's giving you something that money cannot necessarily buy. You're saving time. Okay, it might be as a YouTuber now you get a camera, you get a good camera, good mic, the lighting and everything. Now it's improving your productivity. It's improving the quality of your videos and all those things. So that's how you look at it. Not spending on things that are not necessarily.
But I've heard this adage, not like adage, people say that spend this money, you have one life to live, spend it, that is your next of kin that will chop the money
And
or
so,
that will spend the money. So what's your take on that?
well, my own, I would say you should take care of yourself.
Okay.
Like you are healthy,
Mm-hmm.
you are living fine within your budget, within your income. You're not going, you don't have to start going to borrow, or you're not straining people around you. You're living fine. But basically, I look at it from this angle. I'm actually not trying to make money for myself alone.
Okay.
At the long run, everything you actually make in this life is going to someone else, one way or the other.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
true.
so I'm tailoring my building blocks for the next generation, my kids, whosoever God brings into my life for me to help, to assist, and all those things. So that's the way I look at it. I know that all the money I'm making is not for me to eat it. You get. So even when I have it maybe invested and used, if it's properly invested, it should even be yielding interest long after you are gone. If you set up a business, the people that set up Coca-Cola, the people that set up all these
It's
big
still
brands,
existing
they
and
are
the
not
real owners.
alive.
Yeah,
But
that's
there
true.
are people that are still feeding on those businesses, still feeding from
Those
those things. So
generation will be so
so
grateful.
that's the way you look at it. Money is not for you now, just now. If your parents had it better, maybe they had good financial knowledge, they took advantage of the opportunities that they had, and God then blessed them. You shouldn't be, or you wouldn't necessarily be in the position you are in. You get it's always to pass down. It's because they did the most they could with what they have, and it wasn't enough that we now have to
You
try
have
and
to
do better.
do. So you want to tell me what are the challenges? It's not that it will just be smooth in this your money building,
Well,
investment and things
so
like that.
one of the challenges is um, the value for services you offer,
Okay.
especially in this part of the country. We don't value home-based services. Yes, if you start producing maybe a fashion line, you're into fashion or something, you wouldn't sell as much as when you are bringing it from outside. You
Okay.
get so it's kind of like we're doing more work, but we're not getting paid enough for what we do.
Do I get you? Are you saying that most like in-house people don't really up
Yes,
your business?
yes.
They
So
like saying familiarity
yeah,
that
so
so you don't get enough of
you
what you
don't
give
get
out
you
for
don't
the
get you are,
value the service.
as a Nigerian.
That's
Sometimes you
true.
find it difficult to charge as you should for a service
Most
render.
of us were guilty in one way or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other.
So
Because I'll be like, yeah, my guy
everybody
now,
will always
cut
claim
price
that there's
for
no
me
money in
now.
Nigeria. There's that. But if money is meant to be circulated, yeah. So if you pay
Yeah.
me well, I
You
should
still
be able to pay someone well because I have more money. Then someone will pay another person well. It keeps going around like that, and everybody will be fine.
people really want the money.
But everybody wants to keep money. Nobody wants to spend.
So is there a amount of money one can get that you say you've worked well, you are satisfied and say,
I have a number. I have a number in my head. I'll not say it. If I have the number,
guys,
if
do
I
you
wake up,
have
once I wake up like this, I see the number in my account.
really?
I'll just
You
go
know
back to
what?
sleep and tell everybody. No,
But it will not be
I'm just
reducing me.
kidding. No, so it will not reduce for me.
And so you are still kind of intentional, you are fixing it on something.
So this
And
is
there's
it.
risk.
This is
too.
it. Imagine that I woke up and I have maybe like
You
100.
woke up.
Miracle money. You woke up and you have like 100 million naira. The first thing I will do is I will invest it. If I know places where you can invest and you will get 10%, some places even 15% in a year. 10% of 100 million, that's like 10 million. Some people's is it gross or net profit in a year is not up to 10 million. So 10 million divided by 12, if you get now your 100 million is intact, invested. You now have 10 million in the first year. On that 10 million, you cannot divide it by 12 and live on that 10 million for the subsequent year. You still have this 100 million invested, generating another. No, it's so that's why I said you have to discipline because
So a lot of people, discipline, handling money.
Yes, a lot of people will see big money and the amount is open. You want to spend.
They don't make use of it.
Forgetting that. Then also even in investment, you have to be careful. You have to really know. That's why I said I know, and it's always good to start with your small money. People are looking. I don't have money. It's when the money is 100 million, you will not want to invest. That's when they will not scam you. It's better they scam you now on 2,000 naira, on 5,000 naira, on 10,000 naira. Then you learn from it. Then when you get 100, you are wiser than you just wait. When 100 million comes, you now want to start doing the right thing. You'll fall into the wrong hand.
And we should be careful not to be greedy because some scammers will just attract you and say they are giving one big interest rate.
So
you yourself, you know it's ridiculous, but because of it's true.
Yeah, so I think reasonable interest rates for me is that 10-15% in a year. Anything above that 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50. Are you doing money ritual? So some people do, but I'm just telling you that. But it's more risky. When you're not trading crypto or doing forex, that you just wake up and get 100%. You get
that's true. I've learned so it's important to save. No excuse, no matter what, and save wisely. Not saving inside colo that nobody is giving you money. Because I fall victim of that. I bought a particular colo. I was just putting the money. But it is better to go and look for a particular place. You can even do, if you are even scared, you can go online. We have government saved investments. There's money markets. You can do that one. The interest is not much, but it's safe.
So before you start saving, I would advise everybody to do a little research. So you do a little reading, follow. You see, things are easy for those people that don't like reading. There's now YouTube channels are there.
Yeah.
You can follow some
Yeah.
financial YouTube
Yes.
channels,
We
learn
have them.
stuff, so that people that have tested this thing will now be able to tell you. So you watch multiple videos, you now know what exactly do I want. You know where exactly to put your money. And then if you are really confused about it, there are people they call financial advisors also. If you can
Is
reach
that
out to,
service free? You
it's
pay
not free, but
now.
I know financial advisors that are as cheap as 20,000 for.
Wow.
You
Just
pay
to
20,
advise you.
50,000 and they will
And I'll
advise you.
bring out 20,000.
Okay, and if they
It's
advise you, will
good.
tell you this,
They will
this.
at least guide you and
And see
lead you.
ChatGPT too. Leverage things like ask questions. The more you keep asking questions, the more you are exposed. Then you diversify.
Yeah.
So you spread your
That's
income.
key.
You do your dollar, do naira,
Naira, yes.
do
You
farm,
don't
do
put
real
your
estate.
egg in one basket.
Even in the Bible, the talents. Yeah, it was explaining that
One
you are
talent,
able
5
to
talents.
use the money to do a whole lot of things
So,
and get profits again. So you don't put your money in one basket, you don't put your money in one platform. So you don't just use maybe piggyvest or those things. You put your money in different financial apps.
this question just popped up in my head. Apart from the spiritual aspect,
Yeah.
so the way you've explained, is actually possible to come out of poverty.
Yeah, in short, I would say, well, except the devil means you.
That's why I said, let's leave the spiritual aspect
Uh-huh.
because this words.
Except the devil means you,
Mhm.
of which technically the devil does not really even mean anybody again. Like time no even due to they pursue everybody.
Because it's not
Is
even
most of the things
omnipresent.
that we have as challenges, we actually put ourselves in it. The devil doesn't have
Copying
time to.
people.
He's not omnipresent. He's not omnipotent.
Yeah.
He's not omniscience. He does not know
Yes.
everything. You get. He has systems in place. When you play into it, he has set traps. So when you play into it, you get the result. But money is not just spiritual. There's the spiritual part, and the spiritual part is where you give. So you do your tithing, you do your alms. All those things have their own keys. They are keys to different gates. For someone paying tithes, there's the blessing that is attached to that one. For someone that gives, like you
That's
gives to the
so.
poor, there's another blessing. You see, Jesus speaking in the Bible said that you see when you give to, you saw me hungry and you gave me.
Yes.
So there's that one. Giving to your parents, whether they were good to you or
Yes,
not,
it's a
has its
blessing.
own.
Long life.
You get.
Mm.
So then, charity, all those things have their own.
Good deeds.
So yes, give, no matter how small.
Yes.
It has its
So we can actually do better than our parents. Now
Yeah.
we're even exposed to technology and things. So don't say you're not aware or you're naive.
Yeah.
Research, ask questions. Look for people that are in that field. If you know anyone that works in a bank or something, ask. Even we that were even working in banks, we still even ask because some people still have more knowledge, experience than us. So you cannot just be quiet and just say that things are hard. Just try. Cut your costs, plan well. No matter the pressure to buy that iPhone, buy that new DCC, you will get it. Time will tell. Your race is not another person's race. It's fine for someone, doesn't mean it will not be fine for you. Some people, they are just born, they are lucky to be born in that opportunity, in that many opportunity, that money and everything. But you that you don't have the opportunity, you can't spend like them. You should be able to plan and try to get better.
I think one of the major challenges people have is wanting to make it now, like now. Everybody wants it. And the truth about this money thing is, when trying to make money, you see, it's always a case of speed and risk. Okay, when you're moving faster, your risk is higher. Whether you can make a whole lots of money on maybe like starting up a business, founding a company, and all those stuff. But the risk of putting people together, putting a team together, registering the company, management, and all those things, there's a whole lot of risk on your health, on a whole lot of stuff. You can maybe trade forex and make a whole lot of money, but the risk is way high. You get crypto, it's always like that. So anywhere you see a chance to make a whole lot of money fast, there's always risk behind it that you might not necessarily be seeing, but slow and steady. You get
Patient.
it's about
You get there.
consistency more than making a huge profit in a day. It's about consistency. So you save today, you save tomorrow, you save next tomorrow, or if it's monthly that is convenient for you, do monthly as well. So you see, people always look at it from this angle. I'm earning 100,000. 100,000 is not enough for me. 100,000 is not enough for you. If you remove 10,000 from that 100,000, trust me, you will not die. You will definitely not die. If your salary is 300,000 and you're removing 50,000 or even 100,000 and you're living on 200, you will definitely not die. You see, but that 100,000 that you've invested would have, maybe if it's on a 10%, you'll have maybe like another 10,000 naira, and you keep doing that maybe for like a year, 2 years, 5 years. The day you would have maybe a challenge and you need an urgent maybe 500k, you wouldn't need to start going to borrow. You will have that money somewhere. You get, and remember that those your 10,000 naira, those your 100,000 naira, it's not like you're dashing it out. They are still there too. Okay, so investment is saving and yielding interest. It's yielding interest. So you have your 100k somewhere, and it's giving you 10,000 naira every year.
It's always, I'm just advising whoever is listening, it's always looking that it's hard, but when you now see it at the end, you yourself, when you see, you'll be happy.
You'll be
because I've been in that situation, like, really. So this saving thing is really, really nice. So you can meet your needs, like, without you stressing yourself looking for one uncle or someone to call. There's this joy, you able to meet your needs, you able to, like, you want to get something so important, you don't need to wait for anybody. That cost, you're able to pay for it without. So it's a good thing to save. I just said to encourage somebody. Do you have any last word to say? Because I've learned a lot.
Be consistent. Be consistent. Start today. Go and remove 5,000. Go and remove 5,000 naira, 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira,
2,000 naira.
Go and lock it somewhere. Go and save it in somewhere that will yield interest. Somewhere that will yield profit. Start today. Don't wait for tomorrow. It will pay you at the long run. That's
we enjoyed today's vlog. Please do well to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Favor, for these insights. I enjoyed myself. I learned a lot. Please, let's save. Let's start now. Do not procrastinate. And if you enjoy, you want to see more of Favor to explain all this finance, as a finance guru. So we'll bring it back. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. You can also advise us where are the places you've invested into that yield a positive interest and is very good and safe. So till we see you in another vlog. Bye.